These are instructions for creating the shoulder pin. And we're going to start out with a profile stamp as we normally do. And this object is actually cylindrical. So we're going to do it in a couple of steps here. So what I'm going to do is actually start on the XY plane. And I'm going to create a series of rectangles, all representing the diameter of each one of those squares. Even better yet, we'll do it differently this time. So I'm going to finish this sketch. And I'm going to start a new sketch on this plane. And I'm going to start out with circles instead. So first one, I'm going to do a diameter of 1.25. I'm going to finish the sketch. And then I'm going to extrude it 1.50. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is just build this from left to right. So I'm going to do another sketch on this surface. And each time you're doing a different part. So we'll start from our center here. All right, so this one has a diameter of 1.75. I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to extrude. Make sure you choose both surfaces if it only gives you one. All right, so it has an extrusion of 1. Because if you take 2.50 minus 1.50, that leaves 1. All right, next we have the biggest one on there, which is a diameter of 2.25. I'll finish the sketch, and it only has an extrusion of 0.38. It's the difference between the 2.50 and the 2.88. All right, and finally, we have the one on top of that. So we're going to do a little bit of addition. So I'm going to do a new sketch. Circle. It's a diameter of 1.125. Finish the sketch. Now, something that you didn't know that Inventor would do, you can actually plug in a calculation. Inside of this little bar here. So I can do 4.50 minus 2.88, and it'll give me that calculation. So rather than using a calculator for simple stuff, you can actually do it that way. So if you really want to see what the number is, if you go right here and right mouse click and edit feature, then you can actually see, well, normally it shows you the real number. Oh, 1.62. Yeah, so it'll show you the real number. All right, so next we have our a hole that goes pretty much all the way through we're going to cut it all the way through, and then we're going to cut out the other end first. So we're going to start with a 2D sketch. All right, I'm going to use circle. All right, so it has a diameter of 0.50. Let's see what's going on there. All right, so I just click. I'll just make it 0.50. There we go. All right, so we hit OK. And I'm going to extrude to cut. And I'm going to drag this all the way through. All right, so then I'm going to flip it around on the other side. And I'm going to do the other hole. And the other hole that's on the opposite side is a diameter of 0.75, but it's only 1.06 deep. So it's 1 1/16. So I'm going to do a sketch with a circle. And type in 0.75. And I'm going to extrude. To cut. .06. All right, so that's our finished model. So your initial hole that goes through is that one, and then the other one, this one on the opposite side is only 1.06 deep. All right, so that's the actual finished shoulder pin. All right, so I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna start a new drawing file. All right, so the shoulder pin is not really that big, so I don't think we're on a sheet as large as what we have. As you see, probably not, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently anyway from what's on the sheet. So we're actually gonna have 3 views instead of 2, instead of one. And we can always adjust the sheet size. All right, so I'm gonna project, and I'm gonna get a left side view, and also I'm gonna get a right side view. Now I'm gonna do something that we haven't done before, which is a section. So you're gonna click inside of it, line up with the center. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see this. And you're gonna bring it across, make sure it's straight. Get to the outside, click once, right mouse, move your mouse up, right mouse click, hit continue. And what it's going to do is create a sectional cut of that object. So many emails today. So now we can actually see on the inside of this and what that hole and everything actually looks like. So from here, it's just a matter of doing your documentation, center lines and dimensions. So you won't need a center line here because you got that line running straight across the middle there. It's just going to be underneath it, so it's not going to do anything. All right, so the next step is really just dimensions. So every dimension that we put on one of these views, we're not going to put here as far as the diameter. So technically, none of these are going to have a diameter on them because since we can actually see everything, there'll be no point of putting it over here. It'd just be redundant information. So the hole that goes down the middle, we'll do that one. All right, so the flange on the outside is just as big as one. We'll put that one in place. And then we have this hole that's over here. All right, so now the reason we're not doing it twice is because it's showing us a hidden line over here. So technically, I guess we could go ahead and put it in. Oh, it's already there. Yeah, it's that 0.50 hole. So we don't need to do it again because it's already over here. All right, now the rest of it is just, we're gonna do what's called a baseline dimension. And come down at our intervals. And since it's giving us the intervals, we're gonna go ahead and take that. All right, so that is technically all the dimensions that you really need. We got our section view that shows us what it looks like on the inside, so we can actually see how the holes actually go through and how they connect with each other. All right, so the last tidbit of information that we have is the title block information. So we're going to utilize our text tool. So we're on the mouse button and then drag it across from top left to bottom right. Second and fifth button, as we always do. The title, and like I always do, I always put mine on 0.24, and I like for it to stand out, so I make it bold. All right. So that's about it now. So now the next thing is just to kind of see whether or not we need to change our paper size. Oh, we didn't put an isometric, so we'll do that after we do the paper size. So we're gonna do go to our sheet 1 here. All right, mouse click, edit sheet, And I'm gonna go down to a C size because I think it should fit pretty good as a C. Yeah, it fits pretty good as a C. Left my text behind. All right, so now let me show you this little unique thing. So I'm gonna do place, place view. I'm gonna do projected. So I'm gonna do projected. This time I'm gonna project off of this one. Then I'm gonna drag it back onto the sheet. And I'm gonna project off of the original. And put it right there. And I'll turn the color on. And voila, there you have it. So this is the shoulder pin. And I'm going to export as PDF. And that's the file that you're turning. And that is all.